Again.
We are going to do the intro. This is special for you folks that are on Twitch and everywhere else. Okay, hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is Mr. Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro Ruiz, Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
Excitement, that's right. This is where we combine 3D printing, DIY electronics, smash it together to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Hello everybody, welcome to the show. We want to shout everybody out who's joining us live in the Discord chat room. This is our live studio audience here. Hello, everybody. Give a shout out to everybody. Do Wester. I want to do this week. I want to do a special shout out to Liz Clark. Did Blitz City DIY. Mr. Certainly. Bruce is hanging out as well. Anybody else who wants a shout out, just let us know. We'd love to shout you out. So hello, everybody in the Discord chat room. If you'd like to join us, you can go to the URL discord.gg/Adafruit. That's the invite code, and you can get on there super quick and easy. That was in a good roll, right?
We are shipping orders.
Adafruit is open safely. Yay. So check out the blog post featured on the Adafruit site. This will kind of walk you through what Adafruit's doing to open up safely. There's a PDF that you guys can download. It's mostly for like the folks who are purchasing stuff and reselling stuff. So there's a nice breakdown of all the different precautions that Adafruit is taking to ensure that everything is safe, that we're shipping everything safe, and that the folks and team are doing it safely. So it's really nice to see this and kind of skim through it and see that all the different precautions that Adafruit is doing to get back into the swing of things. We think this is a great kind of resource too for other folks that are starting to open. Maybe you own a small business or something. This can help you out with just seeing all the precautions that you can take.
Yeah, a lot of the companies are releasing these, being open source and transparent. I really like the one that Prusa just released. The tiny tidbit there is that they have their own hairstylist, which that'll be very handy right now.
Yeah, we got to pull up some YouTube videos on how to cut our own hair. All right, so that's really good news. So if you'd like to take a moment to order stuff, please do so. Yes. If you could also get the coupon code or the discount.
No coupon codes yet.
Sorry.
We gotta make up for lost time.
Yeah.
Definitely pick up a gift certificate. You can use those at any time. Also, Adabox 15 is getting ready to ship about a little bit, about a month or so.
Yeah, maybe 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Adabox.com if you want to get notified if there are any more seats available. I think we're all filled up, but
it's been filled out.
You can roll the dice and get notified if a new spot opens up.
Okay.
Another thing you can also do to help support Adafruit, the cause and all that, everybody here, IO Plus.
IO Plus, okay. I don't have a slide for it, but yeah. This is just gonna show you my dashboard. Those are all my dashboards.
If you are into any of the projects that involve the Internet of Things, you definitely want to pick up this. It gives you more feeds and a lot more abilities for notifications and triggers. If you want to do Internet of Things projects, we have a whole list of them in Learn.
Well said.
If you want to work on a really cool Internet of Things project.
Cool. We're still doing the weekly newsletter, so if you'd like to see the new PPE products and more that are being added to the shop weekly, go to adafruit.com/newsletter. We also do daily newsletters. You can go to adafruitdaily.com and see all the different categories that are there. One of the top ones right now is Python on hardware, which actually has a video version as well by Katney, who does the voiceover and puts together the video, which is a really nice breakdown of all the happenings in the community with CircuitPython on hardware.
It's like a video version of an RSS feed to see all of the latest updates on CircuitPython. Definitely check that out. Subscribe to that.
Yep. This week, the CircuitPython meeting happened on Tuesday. That was yesterday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Normally happens on Mondays, but this week was a holiday. Hopefully everyone had a good resting break on Memorial Day. It's a good weekend. And the CircuitPython meetings happen normally every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Additional shout outs to everybody hanging out in all of the chats. We have William from Colombia in the YouTube chat.
Hello,
Buenas.
Charles Burnaford is hanging out as well.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's
Excellent.
very handy utilitarian project.
Great. So head on over to the Adafruit Learn system, and you can see all the different Fume extractors that we have in the Learn system.
Oh, wow, we've made a couple
Yeah.
of them, huh?
So I've been using Philby's USB rechargeable mini solder fume extractor for several years now. He released this project in 2016, and I really like this project. It uses a 500 milliamp LiPo battery. It has a very mini fan, and it's rechargeable, right? Because it's got the power boost. One of the things that I really wanted to kind of upgrade on this was to just have a bigger battery. So the 500 milliamp LiPo battery is great, but it tends to run about 30 minutes or so. So my main goal was to remake this project with two things: bigger battery and a tripod screw adapter. That way I could mount it to other things. Because normally what I end up doing when I'm using my pan device is I have to elevate the fan. So one way to do that is with a tripod screw adapter. So what I ended up coming up with is this guy over here. This one. This guy over here. So this is basically the same type of fan in this nice little package, right? The difference part is that it is wired directly to a USB type A connector. So that way we could use one of these USB rechargeable batteries to power it. And that's it. It's on now. It's got googly eyes, and it has a GoPro style mount. So we can mount this to a GoPro adapter and put it on a tripod, put it on a magic arm, what have you. So I'm going to unplug it now and show you guys one of the features that I really like about it is that this cover here is able to open because it has these snaps that allow it to kind of close in there, giving you access to the little carbon filter. So this carbon filter is cut down to size. It fits in this little kind of retainer thing here, and it just fits in there. And then you have this little cover bit that fits over the fan. There's no screws to hold the fan in place. So it's just these little pegs that can come out. And there you can see where I cut the cable and wired it to this silicone ribbon cable, because I really like silicone ribbon cable because it's really heat resistant. Typically your wires are like PVC and they tend to melt. So there's the fan, no screws to keep it in there. You just got these little tabs here. And then this piece can come out as well. So if you're not feeling the googly eyes, you don't really need this back cover. The back cover has snaps as well, and a little slit for the wire to pass through. Great feature there. These aren't even glued in; they could just pop out. Rah! I really like these googly eyes. I tend to use them. They're the 24 millimeter diameter style of googly eyes. All right, so we'll put that there. So the frame here. Printed with no supports. This little GoPro screw is an M5 screw and a hex nut there. It actually has a little recess there for the hex nut to chill in there. And then you can pop that out. And then this little piece here is, I don't have the GoPro adapter, but it fits. It's a very standard fitting for any type of GoPro knuckle thing. So this base here is not much to it. It's just got these like little feet that kind of just give it more stability. So those are all the pieces here now. It's like been exploded. Speaking of exploding, there's a CAD animation of the assembly. So all the layers come out. It's kind of like whoa, and there you go.
One of the funny things about this is right after it was done, did we realize that it could have looked like Airman from Mega Man.
Yeah, or Kirby apparently from the Nintendo games. So to put it back together, this little sticker gives an indicator that's the back and that's the front. So it sucks in fan this way, it sucks in air that way. So again, you just put it in there. Those little pegs on the tabs will keep it in place. You just want to make sure that your cable is kind of in the middle there, down here. And then we can pop in this piece here This is the back cover. I mean, it kind of acts as a guard so that your fingers won't touch this, so that's kind of neat. You want to make sure that the cable is passing through that little slit, and then that just gets press fitted in there. And this can still come out, so you got to make sure that that's still in there. And let's see. So this is the little guard so that the filter doesn't hit the blades. So we got our little filter in here. And the only thing you need to do is just to make sure that the snaps are lined up. So you'll notice that there is an opening here, and that's to line up with this this mounting bit here. So the way I like to do is I line up the first tab and then just crunch it in there, and the rest kind of clicks in there. So there you go. So you have this piece, and then this can go in this way. I mean, you can have it's symmetrical, so it can go this way or this way. Maybe a left-handed person would rather have it here, or a right-handed person would have it here. Whatever, it's symmetrical, and it's kind of symmetrical, like it kind of works. So then you just fit the screw through the hole. Then we can put the hex nut here, and as we start to fasten it, it starts tightening up. So you can change the viewing angle of the fan. There you go, and then you can orient it however you want. And then we can start soldering once we plug it in. So that's kind of the whole project, really. Yeah, so these let me see if I can pop this out still. Yeah, I can. Cool, and it makes that sound too. So this is just we call it the DIY USB connector. It's hard to get focus on it, but it's really easy to solder to this bit. You just add a little bit of solder there to tin it, and it comes with these little strain relieves, so that when you're pulling on it, it doesn't like pull out the cable. So that's nice. Little plug there, and then the shell just kind of press fits. Yeah, you can pick whatever orientation you want. You do kind of have to be kind of careful with the plug. As you can see there, it didn't pull all the way through, so I'm just going to leave that alone, but there you go. Cool. So the carbon filter is an interesting thing. I kind of wanted to share it with you. So before Adafruit started stocking these, we bought some of these from, I think, Amazon, and they look like a nice burnt piece of toast. But I started to feel them, and this feels a lot more floppy, and I don't know if you could tell, but there's definitely some difference in the build. I think this is more dense. Like, you want to feel that? Like, this feels all floppy, and this feels all dense. Mm-hmm. So I need to cut it and replace it, because I feel like that is going to capture more of the fumes, more of the smoke than the stuff bought from Amazon. So good on the mark, picking a good quality carbon filter.
Yeah, these feel.
I don't know why these feel
half the density of what these are.
But then again, we bought like a pack of 5 of these for, I don't know, a couple of bucks.
So this is definitely going to be able to filter out more than what this one could. Pop this. I don't know if you can actually tell on camera. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Probably. It's really about the feeling of it. You can see through one stiffer. A bit more. Right. Yeah, so definitely pick one that has a nice density to be able to capture all that fume. Yeah, and that was really one of the features that I really wanted, to be able to easily swap out the filter. Because as we use it more and more, you start seeing some white residue build up on the actual thing. I already threw out the one that we hadn't changed out in a few years. So it's just because I had to unscrew it and take it out. And this way I can just pop it open now, which is great. Now, why do we go with such a small solder fume extractor? We actually do have larger fume extractors. We do. We have a desktop fan. We actually did this one here. This one isn't battery powered. It requires a 12 volt power supply. So this is great if you need your thing to be kind of far away from your work area. But we have a lot of stuff on our desk, especially since we're filming and trying to get pictures. So we have a lot of equipment around the table. So having more space is better for us. So the fact that we can bring this closer into our work also helps out. And now that it's propped up and I can mount it on certain things, I can put it anywhere I want, which is really nice. And this one just kind of
threw those googly eyes on there last minute, as mine has like a full dedicated eye sockets and everything. So it's cool. But I think the carbon filter here, you don't need to cut it. This is the carbon filter. It's just sized to fit on this size of desktop fan. There you go. There's that one. This is a really cool one that's motion activated. It has a lamp as well. This one's by Jan Goldsby. I think I looked at this one when it first came out. Yeah, this was a pretty neat one too. So there's no shortage of fume extractors now. We have 4 of them, what it looks like, which is awesome. So yeah, so we published this one earlier this morning, and it has all the files and a walkthrough of wiring it up and assembling it. So you can check that out. The fan, you can get it through DigiKey. I have a link here, and we can take a look at it. So there's a good amount of these type of fans. They tend to have the same mounting hole dimensions and dimensions on the outside as well. So it's a 50 by 50 millimeter by 10 millimeter thick fan. Let's go ahead and flip to the overhead so you can see the original fan that we were using in Philby's fume extractor. Unfortunately, the manufacturer, Sunon, either doesn't make these anymore, or DigiKey just doesn't stock these anymore. Thankfully, DigiKey has this really cool thing called similar items down below in their products, and I saw a handful of 5-volt fans that have the exact same mounting holes and the exact same dimensions. So that's cool. The only difference is I think the fan blades are slightly curved in this new version. So you can see that here in the product page that the fan is a little bit different. You can download the data sheet if you want. The only other noticeable things that I noticed is like the RPMs are rated faster here, so I'm guessing that's going to give you more suction. That's cool. The other one had like I think 3,500 RPM, which is like, okay, there's probably a difference there. So that might give you more stuff. Excellent. I also found one on Amazon. If you'd like to get your stuff on Amazon, just FYI, the link is an affiliate link, so that kind of helps us out there. But it's a little bit different, but it has the same mounting hole. Like these type of fans just tend to have the same mounting holes. They follow the same stuff, even though it's a little bit different. Like the casing looks different here, and this one comes wired already to like a little JST connector. Funny note, if you look down here, you'll actually see maybe there's one here. I found a fan that actually already has the USB. There it is. It already has the USB connector on it. It's a different size though, maybe. So there's definitely a bunch of fans out there. It's like a dual version too. It's like wired into both of them. That's interesting. Lots of fans, y'all.
Yeah, Aaron York on Facebook chat saying that he prefers the Nocta fans.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, they some of them tend to have different bearing types. Some are magnetic bearings. Other ones are what is it? Tubular axle, tube axle. I'm not sure what that fan type is. Magnetic sleeve is the bearing type. So yeah, there's a lot of the things to these fans, which is pretty interesting. What's airflow? Airflow is got its own CFM. I don't know what that is. Pretty cool though.
And then a quick reminder by Will on YouTube chat saying that, oh no, the filter's out of stock on Adafruit, but they are in stock at DigiKey.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
So I posted the link inside there as well.
So yeah, they tend to have the links here. Oh yeah, they don't have the link here.
Oh.
But I have seen this on DigiKey.
They do have it. It's in the Discord chat if you want to just click on the link there.
Let's do that.
It'll take you right there. It's product ID 3836 if you just want to search that. It's that one right there.
Sir.
You can see that they do indeed have them in stock.
Excellent. Are you sure? It says non-stock.
Oh.
Let's go add to cart. Sometimes it comes in as a back order. Is it back ordered? Yeah, it's on back order. Sorry, folks.
Oh, wait, no, that's the...
Wait, that's a different thing.
Yeah, it is on back order.
Yeah, all of it's on back order. Wah, wah. Yeah, but maybe you can get it from another supplier or distributor. You can always go to adafruit.com/distributors. Maybe Arrow has it, or electronic shop that's local to your area. That'd be cool.
Oh, and Finley in the YouTube chat is saying that, yeah, the Nocta bigger 5-volt fans come with USB adapters.
Nice. Forget wiring it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, as long as it fits the case, we do provide the source files for the CAD if you want to modify those.
This could totally be scaled up. If we wanted to add a bigger fan, we could totally scale it up. The snap fits tend to scale very well. I've made some pretty large snap fit stuff. If folks remember the Christmas ornament that was like bigger than my head, had snap fits and they were chunky.
And then Duester on the Discord is saying that the foamy, I'm guessing the filters are also sold at PetSmart, and they have them in different sizes and shapes. Yeah, the Nocta fans would be like pretty silent, pretty sure.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we actually grabbed a bunch of the Nocta fans for all of the Cruelty printers and switched all those out, and they are pretty whisper quiet.
Whisper quiet, huh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
A little bit more expensive, definitely, but I think it's worth it for a noisy printer. But for this, you should be able to tolerate the noise.
Sure.
And it's also handy to know that by hearing it, that it is indeed working to filter out the air.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, the Fusion file is available to download.
Oh, and Aaron is saying it's pronounced Noctua.
Cool. Okay. Helpful.
Yeah, I always say it wrong.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, cool. So that is the project this week.
Yeah, I hope you guys get some joy out of it. It's always fun to make a tool and make it to your liking that fits your workflow or your area. Mm-hmm. For me, I just kind of kept recharging the battery for many, many years on Philby's version, which is, I liked it. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm. One of the cool things that with the GoPro Knuckle is being able to hook it up to a magic arm. So if we ever have to do something elaborate where we're soldering something inside of the project box or something, we're able to angle it in such a way that we'll be able to extract the fume a lot more easier and more efficiently than it would be than if it was a bigger fume extractor. For like holding it over, which we've had to do before. So this definitely helps out a ton. And of course you can change out whatever design you want to do. You can add on top of that. I think one of the challenges that we were saying for people to do would make an Airman themed looking one.
That'd be cool.
Definitely with the little arms.
Yeah, Airman from Mega Man is a character.
I think it's Mega Man 2.
Mega Man 2. Yeah. Man, you know you're Mega Man. Holy crap. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about it?
I would move on to a different segment, but I think we want to save that for the live 3D printing hangout, where you guys can come on and show off the projects you're working on.
Yeah, we're going to do that via StreamYard. We'll post the invite link in the Discord chat room as soon as we finish up with the stream here. That was good. I think we covered everything I wanted to cover. It's a pretty simple project, so I'm happy about it.
Any of the CAD files in the library on GitHub that were recently added?
I should put the fan. So the CAD file of the fan, but you know what's cool is that DigiKey actually has a 3D model of all of their fans. So that's really cool.
Is it this right?
It's this right here, yeah. You see manufacturing CAD models, and normally they have like a dedicated page, and you can preview and play with a model before actually downloading it. So if you want to, this is a really good model, actually much better than my model. And it really shows all the mounting. It even has the wiring and the little channel for the wire. So that's excellent. You can download it if you're using Tinkercad or if you're using every format. You got steps.
How freaking cool.
You got your step file. You got your STLs as well. So shout out to DigiKey for having some good, not just the data sheet, but actual CAD files.
Yeah,
so that's excellent.
Obviously takes some work to even add that in there.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. Good job, guys. So, and again, they're pretty much all similar when it comes to a 50 by 50 by 10 millimeter fan. They tend to have the same mounting holes.
Yeah, and if you're interested in creating your own mounting holes for this, you had a layer by layer in Fusion 360 that explains thoroughly on how to build those sort of PCBs, but the same concepts could be used for the mounting holes on the fans.
A lot of little tips in there. Folks got a good lesson there. Cool.
Another shout out was over the weekend, there was the Virtually Maker Fair. We did a quick little rundown of some of the COVID projects that we worked on during this time. It was the temperature logger using Adafruit IO and the thermal camera build, as well as the face shields and some of the face mask clips that you're working on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so check that out. We published it on the Adafruit YouTube channel over the weekend.
And there's also a couple other ones. Lamar and PT did one on pivoting during COVID, on all of the efforts they did to turn Adafruit into a PPE manufacturer, as well as the hand wash timer from John Park, and some cosplay projects from Aaron St. Blaine. So definitely check those on the Make channel.
Yeah, excellent streams. Cool. All right, well, that's going to be it for the show, but don't go anywhere. Don't forget, we have more shows later tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to do the full hour of Show and Tell. Happens every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Same channels here on YouTube and beyond. We'll throw an invite link into Discord once it gets down to it. And then, of course, Ask an Engineer starts at 8 p.m. and runs all the way out to whenever they're through. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. Depends on what's going on. So tune in tonight at 8 p.m. and 7 p.m. respectively. Yeah, John Park's hitting up 2 shows a week now, doing the Make Code Power Hour and John Park's Workshop. John Park's Workshop happens every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and he does the Make Code Power Hours on Tuesdays. Yeah. Okay.
Quick little sneak peek of what we're going to be showing off coming up right after this show. We got this week's Time Lapse Tuesday Community Makes. It's a sweet little NES cartridge holder for the Switch. We got the What Are We Working On prototype. It is this awesome code from Jeff Epler. It is the slot machine. I'll plug this in. I'm just teasing it.
Yeah.
Coming right up. And we got our little Raspberry Pi camera, so we'll be showing this off coming right up. Let's go ahead and start the StreamYard link. Remember, folks, stick around. We'll be posting the links to the Hangout if you guys want to show off any of the projects you're working on, or if you just want to show your workspace or anything that you or your family's working on during these times. So stick around. We'll show these off coming up.
All right, folks. We'll see you on the other side. Until then, remember to make a great day. Bye, folks.
See ya.